man, at Cinemacon, they like last week they released a ton of good trailers, man.
And
You know
then
what
and then the ones they didn't release also.
Yeah, and you know what trailer they didn't release?
Doomsday.
They have not released Doomsday. I am telling you, just release it already.
I understand.
You think it's coming out with Devil Wears Prada?
I think Kevin Feige said it's coming out with Devil's Wear Prada.
Yeah.
Wears Prada. Yeah, you want to turn that off?
Oh yeah,
It's fine. Leave this in. We'll leave this in.
yeah, leave that in. Hey, look at that. It didn't even change that much.
It didn't change that much.
But I mean, some of the ones that, and we're still got some that are coming out. Some of the ones that stick out to me that have been absolutely incredible is Clayface. Did you see the Clayface one? Have you seen the Clayface one?
I have.
Oh my gosh.
I am a little worried. DC. I mean, I trust James Gunn, but I'm also
The good thing about the Clayface one is it is him and that it's James Gunn and what's his face from Batman.
Penguin.
No.
Is Clayface in that universe?
No. The maker, the director.
Yeah. Is
Oh,
Matt Reeves?
Matt Reeves. He's also involved in that project too.
My only concern when it comes to Clayface is I'm worried that DC might fall into the Sony trap of, hey, we're gonna keep doing these movies for not Batman.
But here's the deal, though. If they make good versions of them, who cares?
That's true.
If they Sony, made Venom, and Venom didn't have really any connections, and Venom was fun, and then it all went downhill from there. But if you make good movies, who cares?
To the counter argument, there is Venom was already a popular villain.
Yes.
Clayface is an unknown. Now, if there's anyone that can take unknowns and make them really loved, it's James Gunn.
Yeah. Well, and this is, I think we're looking at like a body horror movie, and I love that they decided to go that route with it and everything. It's gonna be.
I saw a thing that said if Clayface does well, if they can pull off Clayface well, they should do a question.
Yeah.
The question.
Yeah, they should do the question. Absolutely. The question would be great. But you've got that one. I really liked the trailer. Oh, we got Coyote versus Acme.
That was fun.
That is a fun
The
trailer.
movie that WB has tried so very hard to kill.
I will take my kids
So
to see that.
meta.
Even though my kids are older, I will take DJ to go see that movie. Cameron wants to go see that movie. I think this movie is... I think purely because people knew they tried to shut this one down, it's going to be not like a $1 billion movie, but it's going to be a very big opening
Well, it's
weekend.
big. It's big like
Wait, they
Who Framed
actually
Roger
did try
Rabbit.
to shut it down? That wasn't
Yes.
just them being meta?
Well, no, it's absolutely. So what happened was with Coyote versus Acme is Coyote versus Acme, a couple of the projects, and Batgirl.
Batgirl. That was when they were just like, hey, we're just gonna hack all these things up.
And Batgirl was made by the guys who made Bad Boys for Life, and it had Brendan Fraser in it
and Michael Keaton.
And they shut it down because they were like, these are just not very good. We don't think, or
They also axed the idea, Andrew, of a Batman Beyond Spider-Verse style movie.
yes,
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw the
Because
screenshots
I
of
guess
that.
they hate money.
yeah. So they did this because Warner Brothers, the reason they're selling, was struggling financially and they needed tax write-offs. Well, whenever they did that, that means another studio has to come in. If another studio comes in and buys it, it'll get released as a Warner Brothers property, but it also is released by that studio. Because once it's written off as a distributor. Ketchup Entertainment, who released, I don't know if you ever saw The Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes cartoon. Did you ever watch that one? Hilarious. So funny. Have you watched that one? Watch it with your kids. It's so funny. The Lumberjack. You remember the Lumberjack from the movie? It's so funny. Really, really good. But yeah. So what ends up happening is Ketchup Entertainment buys it for $50 million
Just steal.
to release it.
Steal.
They think it's going to make. They released The Day the Earth Blew Up, which cost $15 million. They did minimal release in theaters. We're talking it wasn't even in most theaters, and it still recouped all of its budget, and made I think 15 or 16 million. We got 100%. Then you do something like this one right here, and the way they're advertising it, bro. If they do the Hollywood standard, which is you match your budget with your advertising. You do a $50 million movie, and you spend $50 million in advertising. They will. I would guarantee. I'll guarantee right here. This movie will be a $200 million movie. I think it'll make double that. quote me on that. I believe that with all my heart. I think it's
big letters. This movie will be a $200 million.
Yeah, I think minimum 200. I think you're talking about a movie that will make not as much as Space Jam did back in the day, but Space Jam numbers.
Yeah.
I think, well, this, like I said, this one feels more like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit is incredible, man. So you've got those two, and then you got Masters of the Universe, which I'm incredibly excited about.
Supergirl.
I do have to tell you, I don't know how it's going to do at the box office.
Masters of the Universe?
Yes. I don't know how it's going to do.
You don't think nostalgia can carry it?
I hope it does so good because I love He-Man so much. And I hope they bring She-Ra into this. And the cast looks good. And Travis Knight made it, who made Kubo and the Two Strings. And he made Paranorman. And he made Bumblebee.
Nice.
And Bumblebee, to me, is...
very underrated Transformers.
Incredibly underrated. Bumblebee might be one of the
best.
absolute best Transformers movies ever made.
Yeah.
Other than original Transformers.
Yeah.
And then Transformers, the animated movie, where they killed Optimus Prime in like the first 15 minutes.
Hey.
Spoiler alert.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to spoil that one.
I feel like the latest.
That one's been around since the 80s.
I feel like.
Hey.
Was it called Transformers 1, the most recent one?
Yeah.
That one was pretty good too.
I love
Oh yeah, no, it was great. The animated
The
one.
CGI one that was
Of the Transformers ones, I love that one. I really liked Rise of the Beasts. The ones with Mark Wahlberg were just trash. They were just trash. Sorry, Mark Wahlberg. But yeah, you got a lot of anything else that we saw?
I mean, Supergirl.
Supergirl. Supergirl looks great. Keeps getting better and better.
That's another one though that I like. It makes me worried for the DCU. Is it looks very James Gunn, which he's the producer and everything. But I mean, like, what's the point of hiring another director if you're just going to make it look exactly like Guardians, or you're going to make it look exactly like a James Gunn movie?
Yeah.
Like, that's my only thing. I'm excited to see it, but I don't want all the DCU movies to just look like James Gunn is making them. I like that.
I think this is the Cruella. This is the Cruella director, so I think it'll be a little bit different. But we've got, what else do we see happen? Fokker-in-Law, which actually looks funny.
Yeah.
We got Mortal Kombat's going to be out in a couple weeks, and I'm so excited for that.
Carl Urban.
The Street Fighter trailer was excellent. Excellent. Oh my gosh, that was so good. I'm ready for Carl Urban. We'll talk about Carl Urban later when we talk about Dredd.
I love
There's a lot of good ones.
Butcher.
But honestly, my most anticipated is Dune Part 3. It has got me like, I am so
I keep
stoked
seeing
for that
memes
movie.
that's like,
But Street Fighter just entered in the conversation as majorly anticipated.
I keep seeing memes where it's Christopher Nolan's Odyssey has been delayed to December 18th. And it's all three. It's Dune, Odyssey, Doomsday, all on the same day. I'd be at the theater all day.
Seriously.
I'd be there all day.
I would be there all day.
What is up, movie lovers, and welcome back to the Pass the Popcorn podcast, the only show where the takes are hot, the popcorn is fresh, and we're talking about post-apocalyptic Australians today. I'm your host, Nick, here with my co-host, Rob.
Yeah.
And we are so very excited that you're here with us today.
I was so taken aback by post-apocalyptic Australians that anything I was going to say was completely ruined. I was like, what are you post-apocalyptic Australia? Okay, fine. Fine.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a diehard cinephile, this is the show for you. So make sure you find your seat, you grab your snacks. The show starts right now.
And, I just want to take a moment to, can I address on the camera, before we get into a little segment we haven't done in a minute because we've been so busy. And it's kind of been a down, like, I think we talked about Hail Mary, and we've talked about a few of the movies that we've seen and Super Mario and everything else. So we're gonna talk about post-popcorn perceptions because you saw the drama. Before I did that, I just want to address the camera right here. Hey, so if any of you out there listeners disagree with my takes, just know that that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm coming for you. All right, let's talk about post-popcorn perceptions.
Tuesday, I went and saw the drama, Robert Pattinson's Zendaya, A24 movie.
I want to see that.
Very, very A24. Very A24. Like by that I mean creative camera choices, artsy looking style.
Yeah.
Probably one of Robert Pattinson's best performances. I typically like to say to Rob if I had a nickel for every time, but if I had a nickel for every time I was going to see Robert Pattinson in a movie this year, it'd be three nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happening 3 times.
You and that phrase.
But Robert Pattinson.
You and Robert Pattinson.
But yeah, it was a good one. Zendaya did good. Robert Pattinson did good.
Did good is not a proper usage of language.
And the girl from Licorice Pizza, who was also in One Battle After Another. Her character made me mad. Which, not giving anything away, but that also it had me, like, it was giving me actual anxiety. The entire movie was giving me actual anxiety, which I love. I love when a movie does that.
That's good. That means
getting anxiety.
That's the
when a movie gives it to me.
When a movie gives me anxiety, I love that. I really, really love.
But
that.
yeah, I suggest you go see the drama while it's in theaters. Not necessarily in theaters, but you should watch it. It's a good movie.
Do you think it's a theater watch? It needs to be a theater watch.
I mean, it was fun, especially with the other people in the theater, like afterwards, because like I've never had a conversation with people that I didn't go see a movie with afterwards, except for with the drama or like a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
like we were talking about it.
What is this movie about? Like,
it is a
why is it so unique?
Well, it's the story is that Zendaya's character and Robert Pattinson are getting married. As they're getting married, they're having dinner with some friends.
They're having dinner with their best man and the maid of honor, and
they're talking about things that they're secrets from.
Yeah, they're like,
past.
"What's the worst thing you've ever done?" We had to say that before we got married.
And she reveals something that the trailer alludes to is so egregious, but you don't know unless you see the movie that her friends judge her. Her Robert Pattinson is struggling to even be wanting to marry her. It's just, and then it's all drama after that.
And it creates drama.
Okay.
Think about this.
It's an interesting concept.
It's a very interesting concept. Think about this. Think about the worst wedding you've ever been to.
Yeah.
This one was worse. This one was worse than the worst wedding you've ever been to.
I like movies that happen in an enclosed, like it's a closed setting. Like,
yeah, that's a good. That's a
very good description of this. Very good description.
Speaking of movies that are not in a closed setting, are you gonna see Michael?
I thought, are we not going to go see it?
We'll probably go see it while we're on our trip.
I'm going to see it with you guys, and then I'm also going to take my mom to see it.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the deal. While the critics are just freaking lighting this on fire, the audiences are having a blast.
Yeah.
So
critics don't like a biopic?
They did like biopics, and they liked Bohemian Rhapsody, but the truth is what they're doing with this one, with Michael, so go see Michael, because I think it's genuinely going to be a fun movie, and Michael Jackson music is incredible.
Yes.
It's incredible. It's classic. And he was a genius. But the truth is, it's formulaic. It's a lot like Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody was a blast. Was so much fun. Yeah. But the reason they hated Bohemian Rhapsody and the reason they hate this is because it doesn't go into the deep trauma and problems with Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson. Yeah. As fans, we don't want that as much. Like, we want the nostalgia. I want to remember Freddie Mercury for who he was, Live Aid performance.
Yes.
I want to remember Michael Jackson for Thriller and all this stuff. I don't want the other stuff.
Right.
If you want that, go watch the Whitney Houston one. Watch I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Yeah. Well, and
that movie sucked.
Some of the critics were all like, this is pretty decent. And then the audiences were all like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks. We don't want to watch this. So, okay. Well, let's get into our movie today.
Which you were very excited.
I am going to lead the charge on this one.
I got to tell you, I told Colton.
Yes.
I told Colton the movie, and he thought it was coming out this Friday. And he was like, what? I was like, not this Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday. Oh, my gosh, man. This movie, our movie today is Mad Max Fury Road. I consider Mad Max Fury Road, if I were to make a list of the top 20 greatest films of all time, in my opinion, that I've ever seen, Mad Max Fury Road will be on that list of top 20. On this podcast, I think the movie that I have ranked the highest so far, I mean, I think I've done 1 or 2 5s. I knew Dune Part 2, obviously. Mm-hmm. I think Dune Part 2 is a better movie, than this, but I like this more than Dune Part 2.
Interesting.
Like, this movie is just so much fun. It is a visual feast for the eyes. The score and the music is just so big between Hans Zimmer stuff, right? I think Hans Zimmer did Hans Zimmer did some of the music for it.
I feel like I would have known that.
Junkie XL.
Junkie XL.
Oh.
And Tom Hulkenberg. Or I think Tom Hulkenberg is Junkie XL.
Yes. Junkie XL is great. He did Amazing Spider-Man 2.
You got to say that closer to the mic.
Sorry. Junkie XL is great. He did the music for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah, I thought he did.
Which is probably the best part of that movie.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Junkie XL, his music in this one is so good. It's so swelling. The practical effects. Mm-hmm. This movie is 90% practical effects. I looked it up. It's 90%. That's insane for what you're watching.
In this day and age, yeah.
In this day and age. George Miller, the director of Happy Feet.
Hey, don't hate on Happy Feet.
And don't hate on Happy Feet. Happy Feet's a great movie. Happy Feet 2, not a great movie. It's god-awful.
It's just like how Surf's Up is really good and Surf's Up 2 is really bad.
Oh, my God. Was there a Surf's Up 2?
Yeah, it was with wrestlers.
They didn't release that in theaters? No.
There's a
They
reason.
released Happy Feet 2 in theaters. But George Miller is just brilliant. He's absolutely amazing. This movie is so good. Your main characters are obviously Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. Tom Hardy playing Max and Charlize Theron playing Furiosa. And they were actually named as co-leads for this movie. So neither of them. And they did not get along in the making of this movie. Like, they fought so much that years later, you can look up Tom Hardy's apology to Charlize Theron. He was on an interview, and he ended up apologizing to Charlize Theron because he was like, I was being a child. But I think them not getting along adds to the performances in the movie and makes the movie that much better.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when you look at, like, The Dark Knight and you go, people look physically uncomfortable around Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. Like, he's making them... He's producing more than acting. He's producing, like, visceral reactions from people because he is... Well, and people said, and this is, I know he's passed, but he was deranged on that set. Like, something...
Well, the guy who
was
played,
sending him over the edge.
The guy who played Two-Face was like... Yeah, he came into the set and he wouldn't talk to me. He was just talking to himself in the corner.
Yeah, he would talk to himself in the corner. And so I think that, that kind of emotion can go into the building of something like this and make something amazing. Mm-hmm. And just, how about, like, I know you're a film, we'll go scene by scene in a second. You're a film fan when it comes to cinematography and color grading and all this stuff.
This was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And that was something I was going to bring
beautiful.
Up was... Like, in film school, we saw clips of this and stuff, and I've been waiting for a time to sit down and fully dive into it.
Yes.
And that was last night.
Yeah.
And it was, like, gorgeous. And there were certain things that it looked like, because the original Mad Max came out in 79.
Yes.
79. There were certain things they did that made it look, at least on my TV and everything, look like it was from this. Like, think Wonder Man, when they showed, like, the old version of Wonder Man.
Yes.
There were sequences in this that looked like it was
a little spotty.
Yeah, where it was, like, made back in the day, where it just looked vintage.
I remember taking my wife to see this movie. So I went, so Ashley had never seen a Mad Max movie. Have you ever seen any of the other Mad Maxes? Okay, one, there is not a bad Mad Max movie.
Okay.
There are some that are not as good, and there's none that are as good as this one. But there's not a bad Mad Max movie. It's just a really, like, you know how you were saying a second ago, Andrew, closed story?
Yeah.
Not complicated, very simple. While Mad Max is a large world, it is closed story. It's very focused on a singular person and the things they're going through and the emotion and everything else, and it doesn't take you away from that. It doesn't take you out of it, so it constantly keeps you. And I remember I took Ashley to see this movie, And this movie, if you've never seen a Mad Max movie, is insane for you because you're talking about war boys and white paint, and you're talking about people that just look like disgusting fat, massive like this, and they got, they're using people as blood bags, and they're like all this kind of stuff, and it's dirty and it's gritty and it's just all this stuff. And my wife's watching it, and she's like, she turns to me as the movie starts, and she's like, "What are we watching?" That weekend, we went and saw that, and I think it came out the same weekend as Pitch Perfect 2. The same weekend as Pitch Perfect 2. And my wife was so excited to see Pitch Perfect 2, which is a fun movie. And at the end of it, we saw both of those movies that weekend. We were there for Jared Moss's wedding up in Idaho. And I, at the end of it, I was like, "So which one was your favorite?" And she goes, "Mad Max Fury Road was incredible." 30 minutes. The movie starts. So it's Act 1. Tom Hardy is out here. He's overlooking the desert. He's doing this little voiceover thing.
Is it even his voice?
It is his voice.
It is his voice?
It is his voice.
He just didn't sound like Tom Hardy in
No,
this.
and he does his like Bane kind of like his very gravelly. Tom
he
Hardy
hardly
really
talks in the movie.
He doesn't hardly talk in this movie. He has very few lines, but he does this really gravelly voice to the point that you can tell they had to go in and like probably pitch up his stuff. They had to turn everything up a little bit. Same thing Nolan had to do with Tom Hardy in Dark Knight Rises, because Tom Hardy. Go watch Inception. Like Tom Hardy in Inception. The dude changes accents and everything all the time. Like I think Tom Hardy's an incredibly versatile actor. He's really, really good. Well, starts with him looking over everything. He's haunted by voices. And what that's coming from is like the previous movies that have come prior to this, he has lived a really complicated life. He is the road warrior. And so he has saved people. He's also deserted people. He's seen loved ones die. He's seen horrible, horrible things. But, like, his whole thing is not allegiance to one person. Mad Max's ultimate is that he's a good guy at his core, but he's also not. Like, he's kind of an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But he's also not. Like, Max, at the end of the day, when you live in this post-apocalyptic world, you have to take care of yourself above all. Mm-hmm. And that's what he has to do. The great thing about Mad Max Fury Road, you've never seen another Mad Max. Didn't matter at all, did it?
No.
Doesn't matter. You go into this movie, which is why this one, the lizard runs across
two-headed lizard.
Yes, he stomps on it. He eats it.
Friggin' let you know what type of movie you're in for.
There is no exposition at all. They're not going to give you any previous exposition of anything.
He just starts driving, and then they like blow up his car, and they drag him in they tattoo that he's the universal donor. And
yeah, and those hallucinations of the little girl, again, practical effects, no CGI at all in any of those. It's just how they lit them, so they looked incredibly colorful. Like, and I know that Tom Hardy ended up saying that he did not understand the movie he was making when George Miller started making this movie. Like, because it is like constant action, doesn't stop. It's like, I heard reviews before I went and saw it. They were like, hey, so this is like if Fast and Furious had like a chase scene that didn't end the whole movie. That is this movie. And I was all like, well, that's not how, and that's exactly what it is. Like this, they stop like once or twice.
Mm-hmm. Only whenever they get stuck.
Yeah, whenever they get stuck.
Or Tom Hardy needs to shoot at a pregnant woman. You know, there's just things that things that just has to happen. You know, things that just happen.
He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. The War Boys, the guys dressed in white paint who work for our
Morton Joe.
Our Morton Joe, who is so amazing, great villain. And they chase Max on this high-speed sequence. He's captured. They turn him into a blood bag. Almost all of the vehicles they made in this, almost all, were 100% were real.
I feel that was the thing when I was watching some of this stuff. I was just like, I feel like George Miller went, Like somebody came, it's a thing with the Gremlins too. But somebody came and said, "Hey, what if we had this guy dangling playing a double-headed guitar with flamethrowers coming out of it?" And he was like,
which is real.
Put that in the movie.
That guy playing guitar, Australian, crazy Australians. That guy actually was playing guitar on that, and the fire that is shooting out of it is real fire. Like it's real fire that's coming out of that guitar. Like, you know, we're talking about when they were driving, George Miller had a rule that they would not film until every car was over 60 miles an hour plus. Because they wanted the physics to look so incredibly gritty and real and heavy when they were filming it. And they're in Namibia. They're in these massive expanses where they can drive forever at 60 miles an hour. And it's just incredible. And I know that Charlize Theron, like, I know this movie so well. Like, I watch this movie twice a year, every year. Like, it's right up there with, like, Jurassic Park amount of watches for me. And Charlize Theron would say that it was so intense, like the most intense movie she has ever made. It was uncomfortable. It was brutal, a brutal shoot.
I mean, she had to hack off one of her arms for this, so.
Yes, and so she did have to hack up one. That is your CGI right there. That's your final CGI. That's part of your 10% of CGI is her missing arm. Ultimately, the main characters here are, you know, you've got Imperiota Furiosa, and she is this person who is a driver for Immortan Joe, and you don't really know anything about her. If you want to know more, go watch Furiosa. That movie did not do well at the box office, and it's a shame because it's actually... Did you ever watch Furiosa? Watch it. You'll love it. Okay. It's fantastic, and Chris Hemsworth is so good.
I'm sorry for all the people who I let down by saying that. I apologize.
It's okay. There were a lot of people that didn't see Furiosa. They didn't even give it a chance, and honestly, it was sad. So that sets up the whole first act, and I love how, like, the war boys are dragging him in as he's trying to escape.
Oh, that was a really cool sequence when he's trying to escape, and then he's fighting his way through. He's hallucinating, and then he opens the door, and he's just on a cliff.
He's on a cliff right there looking down, and they grab him, and he's swinging back and forth, and they pull him in, and their hands are, like, pulling his face. And
which I will say, okay, this movie came out in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big time when they were like, every movie needs to be a 3D movie.
Yeah.
So there were certain things in this where you could just tell.
I don't think Mad Max was released in 3D.
It was.
It was?
Mm-hmm. And there's certain parts, like later when one of the cars rolls and like the steering wheel's flying at the screen. And
steering wheel flying.
It's very the things that they tried to just specifically put for 3D were very obvious that they tried to.
Well, that's what's really, really cool about, if you go back and watch the other Mad Maxes, is that they don't do it where it's kitschy enough. It's actually not outside of that world. Like, that was just very, like, George Miller is a close filmmaker. Like, a lot of his stuff is all close shots. So, you know, that's what you get in all of it.
It didn't take me out of it. it was just noticeable.
Yeah,
I was like,
they did do a lot of that.
There's like those certain movies where they do things and you're like, well, that was obviously supposed to look good in 3D.
Oh, yeah. And then you get to see kind of inside the Citadel. The Citadel being where they house the water, and you have all the people. You notice that the people down on the ground, how gross and dirty, disgusting, and like, we're talking missing teeth and just like all kinds of, like, they were just meant to look just filthy. Like, you could like feel it watching it. Immortan Joe is introduced. He is so good in this. Great villain, great voice.
Really interesting to me with some of these movies where you get like the post-apocalyptic things, like the ones that, like the people in charge. Like, typically you see the people in charge and they're like the strongest.
Yes.
Or like, this is an old dude.
No, he's an old dude. He's an old dude, but this is an old dude who had used manipulation and power.
V8. Diesel.
To overpower people. And then if you again, you go back further into the Mad Max world, you'll see how important fuel is, and water. Fuel and water are everything. Like, if you don't have fuel, you can't get anywhere. If you don't have water, you can't live. So those are everything. And then also women. You cannot you cannot impregnate anyone to be able to continue your line, and that's the whole thing.
It's the big MacGuffin of the movie.
That's the big MacGuffin. Is their society is built on water control, fanatical followers, the war boys, the breeders. That women are literally called breeders, and they would use women. That they would. I don't mean to be crude. Like for those, this is not necessarily a family-friendly movie, but it is still a very, very good movie. They would use women for their breast milk. Mm-hmm. They would use women for all those things. The whole thing was meant to be like they had enslaved women.
When the really strong guy drank from the milk and goes, moo.
Moo. Oh, my gosh. My wife had never noticed that before, and she was all, did he just say moo? Like, seriously. It's like, but it goes to show how disgusting they were. And but he doesn't, like, George Miller does not explain any of this to you. He just uses costumes and body language and rituals and weird things that show you, like, everything you need to explain it to you.
It's a very show not tell movie.
It's very show not tell. And so ultimately you enter Imperator Furiosa. She's supposed to be going on a route to Gastown. Mm-hmm. And you get to learn more about Gastown in Furiosa, which is a prequel to all of this. And she veers off route. And when she goes off route, they realize, because they can see in the distance, why is she going off route? And when she goes off route, they realize she has...
Morton Joe just immediately goes running to that safe.
Yes, he goes to his safe where he literally locks the women he impregnates up.
Which it doesn't initially tell you, right? Like, you could wonder what he keeps in there, but like when he goes in there, you see writings on the wall that say like, "We are not things." The room is very nicely kept. I initially thought it was like kids.
Oh yeah.
I initially thought it was kids.
Yeah.
Or like something something precious to him. And then they say like, "Oh, she took the mothers," and I went, "Oh,
yes, yeah." So ultimately, yeah, these are women, and they're all gorgeous, beautiful. And what he wants to do is he's trying to, but in this time that they live in right now, this post-apocalyptic era where nothing really exists except for a fight for these resources. What is kind of happening here is just showing he is trying to prolong his line, and none of his really large son
is dumb as rocks.
He's dumb as a rock. He's got brain abnormalities. His other son is like a tiny person who was stunted at birth, everything else. So like what he's looking for is he's looking to have a perfect baby boy to continue his line. Furiosa ultimately helps the women escape. You don't even find that out until they're already gone. Mm-hmm. And so,
very show not tell.
Yeah, very show not tell.
Very show not tell.
And Charlize Theron shaved her head for this role, and I gotta be honest with you, that was not CGI. And Charlize Theron with a shaved head still looks
Charlize Theron with a shaved head and a missing arm.
Still
gorgeous.
Still gorgeous.
Charlize Theron with a shaved head, missing arm, and a... Never mind.
Okay. So and a knife in her side. Spoilers. That's later in the movie.
Now, ultimately, what happens is Nux, played by
Nicholas
Hoult, who is so good.
If I had a nickel for every time Nicholas Hoult was bald in a movie, I'd have 2 nickels.
Max is used as a blood bag because Nux wants to drive on the Fury Road. He wants to he
wants to die a glorious death.
Glorious death, and enter into Valhalla. And die glorious on the Fury Road, and
which is crazy to me. The way that they get into it later, how blind they're like, yeah, let's die glorious.
They're blind.
Morton Jones doesn't do that. He doesn't do that.
He doesn't even do it. And what they do is, like, even right before their death, it shows you they spray chrome in their mouth, like spray paint, chrome in their mouth, and then they go to their death as a means of marking themselves to go to their death. Witness me. And they go to that. Well, he is already sick. He's, you find out later why he's sick. And so he is sick, but he wants to go on the Fury Road and drive. But they're like, you can't because you have a blood bag right now. His blood bag is
Max.
And ultimately, that leads to the major chase. And that chase
is the entire movie.
Is so it's broken up into a few different segments, but it is the whole entire movie. That first chase when they are moving towards the sandstorm. Oh my gosh, man. That movie.
It was a Darude sandstorm, Andrew. It was a Darude sandstorm.
Darude sandstorm.
I was expecting them to play that song in that moment.
Okay.
Probably would have taken us out of the movie.
It would have taken us out of it. But the war party mobilizes all the vehicles. They realize, Martin Joe realizes the betrayal. The army is launching this massive pursuit. The geography of everything out there is, like, I love how he gets really, really far away from the action and shows how completely calm it is, and it's about to be
crazy,
absolutely insane in seconds. And I know that he had that Miller had, the director, had every action sequence, car chase, every single thing fully storyboarded before he made the entire.
What a man, what a guy.
Like, he had everything envisioned, from the people on the things that were hanging back and forth to, like, the design of the vehicle. He storyboarded everything first. And so ultimately, like, there were 3,500 storyboard panels.
Good Lord. I struggle to make 10 storyboard panels.
You think that is like, okay, you're a film student.
Yeah.
How
that's a
crazy
lot.
Is that? Tell them how crazy that is.
So when it comes to storyboarding, like, you typically just do, like, certain shots, like, that you want, that you really, really care about, and, like, to tell the story.
Yes.
You don't ever, unless it's an animated movie, you do not storyboard out the entirety of the film.
Animated movies are known for that because of the
because you have to.
You have to, because of the drawing and everything else. Whereas in a lot of these movies, they don't necessarily do that. They give space in the middle of it for creative things that are happening. Yeah. George Miller goes, nope, I want
this.
Every scene is going to look exactly this way. He had a vision in his mind exactly how he wanted it to look. You see on the road the Doof Warrior, who is the guitar player. And it actually shot flames. And so it almost seems somewhat religious, these people.
Yeah.
Like,
witness me.
Yeah.
Spray painting in the mouth and then going to their death, and Nux and them, like, he's like, oh, Martin Joe looked at me. He looked at me. We got to go. We got to get in front of everybody.
Yeah. It's incredible.
In their Volkswagen Beetle.
And that sandstorm sequence, obviously, everything in that scene, with the exception of, like,
the car getting sucked up into the sky.
The car getting sucked up in the sky and the tornadoes were all practical. Like, a lot of the explosions. So when you see, like, pow, 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 like, cars all exploding, everything, all of that's real.
When are we going to finally get a stunt category in the Oscars?
Man, this movie would have won. This movie was nominated for Best Picture. I mean, a Mad Max movie got nominated for Best Picture. That's crazy. And I know they had enhanced the lighting to give the storm, like, they wanted the storm to look orange and blue. It's the colors.
This movie was it's gorgeous to look at.
It's beautiful.
Which they did such a good job, because if you're looking at this movie, yeah, it should just be like orange. They're in the desert. They're in, like, sand. They're in canyons. They're rocks. And even then, it's still, like, the contrast of the sky with the ground and the cars and the people looks great.
To sort of fast forward a little bit here and not just belabor the entire thing, what ultimately is leading up to is that Max, his car is taken. He's left there with Nux connected to him because he's his blood bag. But they ultimately catch up with Furiosa and them. And when they do, Max realizes there's these women out there. Then you get the true picture that they are pregnant. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, but this is a group of very gorgeous. They're, like, all models.
Zoe Kravitz
is
Courtney
in there.
Eaton.
The girl,
Rosie Huntington-Whiteley,
Daisy Jones and the Six was in it too. Like, a really, really gorgeous cast. And so they're all in there, and you're starting to get figured out. And you see,
they want to go to the green place.
Yeah, they want to go to the green place because that's where Furiosa was raised. And it's like, not to be biblical, but, like, it's a land flowing with milk and honey. Like, it's this beautiful, wonderful place, especially in a world that's totally broken. It's beautiful, but there's a lot of stuff ensuing because It's just complicated.
Yeah, they're getting chased by people from Bullet Town. They're getting chased from people from Gas Town, trying to get back at Morton Joe's mothers, the ones that are going to have his kids. He needs them brought back alive. Max said, like, ends up. He's like, he shoots at the pregnant people.
Yes, he does,
because he has a thing on his face. He can't really talk. He doesn't talk that much.
He tries to get away with the semi, but Furiosa is so smart. She built in a
switch, like a kill switch,
a kill switch on it, that if she's not driving it, it will not drive. And so all of this is set up that ultimately is going to set up like, hey, these guys all have to work together, even if they don't like each other. And some of the best stuff in the movie happens just in the. Go watch this movie if you haven't seen it. The sequences in the vehicle,
in the cab,
are really great sequences where you get to learn a little more about Nux, and you get to learn more about Max. Very little about Max.
He doesn't talk. He says he's like, what, water?
Yeah, and how he sprays the water in his face. He's great in this. He's so good.
He's like bolt cut. He says so very little. The entire movie.
and so ultimately, like, you lead to several different things. So there's we'll fast forward to the Night Canyon battle. That canyon where the cars are coming towards them and everything.
The darkness was very Apocalypse Now.
Very Apocalypse Now.
It looked so good. They're like, they know they're shooting at us. They're just shooting blindly in the dark. Furiosa shoots the guy.
Actually shot at night.
It's insane.
Practically shot at night.
That's so hard.
And they brought massive rigs out and lit up the entire canyon.
Dang.
It's really hard to do that. It's really hard to do
the amount of light they would have had to do to be able to do that is just in the middle of Nambia. Like, the explosions are real. The stunt choreography is real. And you can always, like, here's the deal. When sometimes movies, whether we were talking about Transformers earlier, like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, you never know where the action is because you're so lost in this mixture of CGI that you're like, where are we right now? What's happening? And there's some action movies that you even get lost in the action. You never lose the focal point in this movie. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I really liked in that one too when Max just walked off and they're like, what if you're not back by the time the engine cools down? He goes, leave.
Yeah, leave.
And he just comes back with like ammo and all this stuff, and they go, are you okay? You're bleeding. And she goes, that's not his blood.
Yeah. Ultimately, they get to the Vuvolini. There's a trap set up where there's a
naked woman just sitting there screaming for help, and Max just goes, and that's a trap.
And that's a trap because
he goes, that's bait.
If you know any of the other Mad Max movies, Max has been through it, and he's all, no, that's bait meant to trick us. And ultimately, she's trying to trick them. She's an incredible warrior like all these other women. You get about 15, 20 women, very limited group, small group of them. They come out there, the Vuvolini. They are elderly women warriors. And
they make the choice. They go, okay, we can go across the salt and we'll reach a good spot. Max is like, I'm going to go on my own. But then he helps them because he's like, if you go that way, it's just going to be salt. Yeah. And right now, you have a chance to get back to the Citadel and take it over.
Well, and interesting thing, I did not know this. A lot of those shots of the Vuvolini when they're out in the chase sequences and everything, it's like that's actually her on the bike and everything else, because a lot of the women actors in that were stunt people. He literally hired actual stunt people to be the actors for them, so they never changed.
Nice.
So it looked like these were really strong, incredible women. So anything else, but so far?
No, just that Max and them, they end up going to turn around. They realize they're going back to the canyon because they're going to try to go to the Citadel.
Well, and because ultimately they realize that what about the green place?
That's dead.
The green place is dead.
They drove through it.
And they drove through it. It was this horrible area that was this bog, and it's totally ruined. And that's what's happened to the entire world. And that shot of Furiosa when she walks over to that untouched sand and the wind is blowing across the sand.
And she just falls to her knees.
And she falls to her knees and starts screaming. Was that not just incredibly gorgeous shot?
It was.
Like, and moving.
The movie's gorgeous.
It's amazing. And then ultimately they have to, what do we do? We go back.
We go back. Instead of continuing forward, they're going to go in the reverse direction. They're going to go back to the Citadel. They're going to go through the canyon.
Yep. And go back through it. And so ultimately, the whole movie is this mirror of like, they're going to go this way. It didn't work. Now we go right back to our problem.
Nux is helping them at this point.
Nux is actually helping them at this point, which is amazing. And then the final chase back to the Citadel is long. Very long.
Mm-hmm.
But it is...
A lot of the women die.
There are... A lot of the women die. There's more vehicles. There's more violence. There's more sacrifice.
We missed a big part.
What?
Splendid died.
Splendid died.
She fell out of the truck and got ran over, and then they find out that she
just
had a perfect baby boy.
She had a perfect baby boy. It's so hard for me to talk about this movie because I get so lost in everything else in it that I just want to jump around so much. It's just such a great movie. But Splendid died. He lost his perfect son. That's part of the driving force for Morton Joe, too. That he wants his women, but he's also now mad at them because they took away a son from him. But ultimately, the fault of it was completely a Morton Joe's.
Oh, yeah.
Why the baby died and why Splendid died. Completely a Morton Joe's. He caused her death. Mm-hmm. And they make clear in the movie that it's 100% his fault.
Oh, yeah. We also see a point, like, when their car breaks down or something, where one of the moms is like, she pulls an Israelite. We got to go back. We had it made. Why are we leaving?
Oh, my gosh. And then everybody, she pulls an Israelite. And it's like, we got to go back. Man, we had it so good there. Like, we were slaves. So ultimately,
we were enslaved.
There are 150 stunt performers
Lord.
in this sequence when they're driving back. The stunts were done with minimal CGI. The stunt performers on the big polecats we were talking about, all real.
Jeez.
All real. All of that is real.
Good Lord.
All of that is real. Nux ultimately redeems himself. In the end, as they're doing this sequence,
he says to one of the mothers, "Witness me," and then he flips the truck with what's his name, the big strong son.
Oh, the big strong son. I forget his name.
Rictus.
But prior to
his
that,
name is Rictus.
Prior to
Erectus.
that, the build up and everything. Rictus, yes.
No, his full name is Rictus Erectus.
Rictus Erectus. So that's a great name.
Oh my god.
And so ultimately, the big payoff is, Charlize Theron gets stabbed. They're in this battle. It's so hard to describe these. You just have to watch. You have to watch it
because there's so much. There's like as you said, there's so much going on, but you're not really lost in it because they're all. It's like a straight line, and they're working towards a Morton Joe's car to get in there. Charlize Theron gets there with her arm. She like grabs his mask. Morton Joe has his mask. She says, "Remember me." She sticks it in the car tire.
She sticks it in the car tire,
and it like rips his face off.
And it rips his entire front of his face off. And kills him instantly. And then when the crash sequence, which other than the like 3D looking stuff that they did, all real. All real. That's a crazy sequence to film. And how they shot it right through that canyon there. Nux redeems himself. And you come to find out in the movie that Nux had probably cancer. Like he had 2 tumors. You remember the names of his tumors?
I just know he called them his mates.
His mates. And these 2 tumors.
And he drew smiley faces on them.
Yeah, he drew smiley faces on him. So he was going to die anyways. It just is a purposeful sacrifice. It's a really beautiful moment that the girls wanted him to live because they could see that he had worth. But he was like, no, I want you to live. Like he earned his arc. Every character in this movie earns their arc. It's beautiful. Morton Joe dies, and then that ultimately leads them to getting back.
Yeah, Max saves Furiosa because he's a universal donor, gives her blood. They make it back to the Citadel. They show up, and everybody's looking. They're like, "Wow, he has something on the hood of his car." Oh, that's Morton Joe.
It's a Morton Joe.
And then the people come and just rip him to shreds.
They rip him apart.
It's such a. If you think about what's happening, awful.
Horrible.
They filmed it in such a way that it wasn't viscous.
No, they didn't want it to be incredibly visceral. You need to see the desperation of the people more than you need to see Morton Joe getting ripped apart.
And then when they get on to the thing that goes up,
which is I do agree with you on that I think some storytelling today cares more about the visceral tear apart than the storytelling. And sometimes we miss, like, I think you need both. Sometimes the visceral makes it feel really, really real, but he does it without doing any of that. And I think that's really good. He saved the visceral for the ripping off the mask, which was better.
And even then, they didn't like in a movie today. I feel like that same scene they do it, and then like the director goes, "Now let me just focus on this man's mangled face for a good 5 seconds, just so people really." It happens, and they don't even show his body because it's not important. It's not important. He's dead.
And this is a rated R movie.
It is.
Yeah, this is a rated R movie. So and
that doesn't really have any language, and even the violence isn't even that bad.
No, but it doesn't mind showing blood. But it's not gory.
It's not
like
gory.
This is just if you want a really good action movie, this is just one of the greatest of all time. And ultimately, it ends perfectly because he ends up getting Furiosa in such a state that now she could potentially lead the people.
They turn on the water.
So now the people are, the oppression is ending. The women who were being milked were the ones who turned on the water. And it ends up turning this beautiful moment. And what do you see? You see Max. He snuck out.
He's disappearing in the crowd.
And he's in the crowd. And that's what he does in every movie is Mad Max just disappears.
Which, can we say, my dad hates when there's like romance in action movies. They didn't force a relationship between these two.
Nope.
Max just ultimately was kind of driven by guilt.
Yes.
To help the women because he is being haunted by this girl that he let die.
Yes.
And he goes, I'm not going to let that happen again. But then once he knows they're good, he goes, I'm out.
And if you want to watch it, I think you should watch it two ways. One, watch Mad Max Fury Road the original way. How did you watch it? Do you own
original way.
Okay.
I know. I almost watched it the Chrome way.
You have to watch it Chrome edition. The whole thing's black and white. It's incredible to look at. But you have to watch it like fully color graded. But the Chrome edition is worth a watch. So, but a couple of things I did want to add here is it took a decade to just get this movie out of development. 10 years to get this movie out of development. And then we had weather delays, political issues, all kinds of different things. But this movie would win 6 Academy Awards, considered one of the best action films ever made. It is frequently cited alongside The Dark Knight and Raiders of the Lost Ark and some incredible movies. And this movie, Colonel score for me, absolute 5.
Giving it a 5?
Absolute 5. You?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
I respect that. That's fine. This movie is, I don't know how you can possibly give Scott Pilgrim a 5 and give this a 4.5.
Listen.
That is wild to me, but I'll allow it. How can you give Scott Pilgrim 5 and this 4.5?
It's like because we can only do, if I were to do anything, it'd be like a 4.8. Like a 4.8. Scott Pilgrim's a perfect 5 for me for a very myriad of different reasons.
Yes.
This one is the closest to that for me, next to Dune 2.
This is a phenomenal movie. Okay, let's do some ranking. So we're gonna rank now. Tell them what kind of movies we're gonna rank.
Post-apocalyptic, dystopian type-ish movies. Also, for those wondering, when I said post-apocalyptic Australians, it's because the original was Australia. Like it said in the thing, and then when they meet all the mothers, a lot of them are Australian.
They're Australian. Yeah. So and George Miller is Australian. Mel Gibson, who starred in the original 3, also Australian. So it was kind of started as almost like the original Mad Max was almost like an Australian action indie film, somewhat similar to how James Cameron started Terminator, where Terminator was very low budget, and then it just got increasingly larger. So we ready to do our rankings?
Yep. Andrew, what's our first one over there?
28 Years Later.
28 Years Later is a phenomenal. Now, we're not going to do a lot of zombie movies in this one because we do believe that that's a separate genre, but this is very post-apocalyptic. I really loved the other ones later. These are rough movies.
They're rough movies.
They're very, very rough. Danny Boyle does not play around. This movie is not for the faint of heart, but in my opinion, this movie is an A.
I was gonna say B or A.
Yeah.
I think A.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the first 28 days, and I was really confused because I was 12.
Yeah.
But 28 Years was really good.
28 Years Later is really, really good. It's really, really good. And 28 I think 28 Days Later.
Yeah, throw it up in an A.
Throw it in A. I think 28 Days Later, the original, is an S. Mm-hmm. It's an excellent. But it was also grittier in how it was filmed. Everything was very, very good. Next.
I think this is The Day After Tomorrow.
The Day After Tomorrow?
Is that the one with the
Statue of Liberty? Statue of Liberty. So ultimately the Earth and everything gets frozen over political. Day After Tomorrow is, it's all of these movies that were the same formula of made by the guys who made Independence Day and everything else. Hence Independence Day behind you right here. C at best.
Yeah. I mean, it has a really good
cast.
Yeah, it has a good cast, but
C. But it's pretty boring. Sections of it are pretty boring. It's not terrible, but I don't care about it.
Right.
So,
Mad Max Fury Road.
S.
Yes, absolutely S, and it may not get taken over today.
Bird Box.
Bird Box? B.
I have never seen Bird Box.
It's.
I can't give it a score.
I gotta give it a B simply because they went with Quiet Place. You can't talk. What if you couldn't see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept of there's theories about it, like what they're seeing, if it's angels, if it's something. B.
Yeah,
it's B.
It's fine.
Sandra Bullock's cool.
Netflix.
I would agree. Yeah. It's a Netflix movie too. Yeah.
Did you see it?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
World War Z. World War Z is an A for me.
Yeah, World War Z is excellent when it comes to I don't know that this is post-apocalyptic yet. So I don't know that this really fits in here, but I'll allow it. It's more in the zombie genre, but they are working on another one. Again, it's been in development for a long time. But this movie was surprisingly excellent.
It was so good, especially when they're like, "Hey, this doctor is the guy that we need, who's going to save everybody." Trips and shoots himself and dies. Yes. I was like,
immediately. What? But it is a lot. It is a lot of fun, fast paced, really, really good. World War Z is an A. Absolutely, I totally agree.
Above or below 28 years?
Below.
Yeah.
Wall-E.
Oh my gosh, that's an S tier movie.
That's an S tier movie.
Absolutely. It's an S tier.
Why did you say it like a question? That's opposed to they're in space.
You're right. No, it is.
It is post-apocalyptic.
Genre-wise, it's
it's way off.
Yeah.
But
it's a post-apocalyptic movie.
It is a post-apocalyptic.
Of the Pixar movies to this day, it's still my favorite Pixar movie.
Isn't it one of the only ones that has a Criterion Collection edition?
It's one of the only ones, yeah. It has a Criterion Collection.
Solid.
Yeah.
Quiet Place.
This is a quiet place?
That's a Quiet Place. That's Emily Blunt.
Part 1 or part 2?
That's part 1.
Part 1?
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place is an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid.
Dude, John Krasinski crushed it. Better than World War Z.
Great. Better than World War Z. Better than 28 Days Later. 28 years later.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I was thinking John Krasinski
he crushed it. That's why they make sequels for that one, because that movie was excellent. It was really,
I'd almost put it low S, honestly, but
I think high A for me.
High A.
Yeah.
Snowpiercer.
Yes.
Snowpiercer.
Chris Evans. Train.
The director of Parasite.
Snowpiercer. Yeah.
They did a Snowpiercer TV series. This is a good movie. This is a really.
Have you seen Snowpiercer, Andrew? No. It's like a train where the people at the front are really rich and the people in the back are really poor.
Yeah, all of Bong Joon-ho's movies, like Parasite and everything else, are all about class warfare.
Yeah.
So it's all about, because of Korea and the massive disparity. Yeah. So it's a. I would say it is
better than Bird Box.
It is a high tier B, low tier.
Yeah, better than Bird Box.
Yeah, better than Bird Box.
All right. Independence Day, I think.
Oh my gosh, man!
Is that what this is?
Yes, it's Independence Day. Independence Day is not a post-apocalyptic.
That one was just on there,
and so I don't want to even add it to this list here.
We don't need to. We don't need to,
because it's not.
You know what's great about this is our list.
It's our list. So I don't want to add that.
It's gone. Interstellar. Also not up.
You could argue, because it's not post-apocalyptic, but ultimately the Earth is dying.
Right. That makes it apocalyptic.
It is apocalyptic. So, yeah, don't add it. No, I don't like it.
I Am Legend.
Now, that's a post-apocalyptic.
That is post-apocalyptic.
And that's an
absolutely
A-tier movie.
And I believe that it is high B.
Okay, I'll take that.
I think it's high B, low A.
I'm surprised we didn't have that one on there for the twist.
Isn't this one the one that had like 2 endings?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are your takes on that? Which ending did you like?
We should add it to the wheel and actually do that one.
I'm Legend.
I'm Legend's a great movie. It's a lot. Well, it's not an amazing movie, but it's a good movie.
It's a movie that can bring a good discussion.
Yes.
Terminator.
The first one.
The first one. The first one, I think, is a
Low A.
Yeah, low A.
Low A.
I agree with that.
I'll be back.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
S tier.
Oh, S tier, absolutely.
Is it better than WALL-E?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it better than Mad Max Fury Road?
No, but it's in my top 20 of all time. It is both of those. WALL-E would be in my top. I love this genre.
Yeah.
I love this genre so much. Yeah.
This next one is
2012.
I'd say it has to be. It has to be part of this list.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
I mean,
2012, John Cusack.
it is the apocalypse, right?
But it was disjointed in an absolute mess, and I don't ever want to really watch it again. So it's D for me.
I was gonna say C simply because this was like the first one of this genre that
I'll allow low C.
But you're right, disjointed.
Did
It freak me out a little bit as the year 2012 was approaching when I was like, is the world gonna split in half? Like
Well,
this?
you were a kid.
Yeah,
You were a kid and stupid.
I think low C is good, especially considering what's coming next.
What's next?
Megiddo.
Oh my gosh! So for those that don't know what Megiddo is actually a battle that is talked about theologically and scripturally in regards to the end times.
Yeah.
And this is a movie that would have been a sequel to the Omega Code. And it's about the end times. And this movie is it's an absolute turd. D.
Which one's better,
horrible.
Left Behind or this one?
Left Behind is better than
Left
Megiddo.
Behind is better.
Megiddo is so bad. It's so bad. The Omega Code is bad, and it's better than Megiddo.
Yeah.
And the special effects, Velocipaster level special effects. Okay.
That being said, as a kid watching this,
Scare the crap out of you.
seeing Satan, the dragon,
Yes.
come out of like bursting somebody's head open, nightmare inducing.
Yeah, nightmare-inducing type movie. Not for the faint of heart. Like I don't.
This is a Christian movie.
Yes. Supposedly.
Left Behind. Nicolas Cage. D. Absolutely. Left Behind. Not Nicolas Cage. Kirk Cameron. Gotta at least give it a C. Like I'd watch it again purely for laughs.
I put it in D only because of the rapture trauma it gave an entire generation.
Yes. So good. Okay, next one.
Mad Max Beyond
Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yes.
So this is Mad Max 3. Beyond the Thunderdome has Tina Turner in it.
Into the Thunderdome.
And we don't need another hero. Oh, it's a great one. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome is probably the weakest of all of the Mad Max movies, in my opinion.
But it introduced the Thunderdome.
But it introduces the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
And you know about the Thunderdome.
I know the
from Family Guy.
I know about the Thunderdome from like Rick and Morty, Family Guy.
Yeah, everybody.
Pat McAfee calls his studio the Thunderdome.
So you have to put it at least in B.
Yeah.
Because of its influence on everything. And what's the top B?
I Am Legend currently. Oh, well, we haven't. Maybe Snowpiercer better than I Am Legend.
No, I Am Legend. We'll put the top of that. Let's put that one
You got
right next to I Am Legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Better than Snowpiercer, better than Bird
Two
Box.
men enter, one man leaves.
Yes. Beyond the Thunderdome.
All right. OG Mad Max.
So there's two Mad Maxes on here other than Fury Road and everything. There's Mad Max and then there's Mad Max the Road Warrior.
Two, right. Yeah.
Yes. So Mad Max the original
Mel Gibson
is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably high B, better than World War C. Or than I Am Legend. Yes, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Now, Road Warrior Part 2 is an A tier movie. Have you ever seen it?
No,
you've never seen the series.
That's why I was letting you. I'm letting
Road
you.
Warrior is
you want.
excellent. I would put Road Warrior ahead of
Is it
28 Years later.
Ahead of 28 years later?
And below.
Below A Quiet Place.
Yeah, I'm great with that.
Fantastic. Furiosa.
This one's on you.
Furiosa.
I love me.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
She's so good, and Chris Hemsworth's so good in this one. And this movie was just so slept on. This, to me, this is like, it's not as good as Mad Max Fury Road, but it is so stinking good.
I think it was slept on mainly because, like,
female lead.
Yeah, and because like
sucks.
when you come out with a thing that you're like, hey, this is Mad, like in the Mad Max universe, it's kind of like Ballerina. But
that
was
bullcrap because Ballerina is also excellent. Like, I'm sorry, film fans out there, if you're guys and you're not going to see movies that have really strong female leads in them because grow up. Like, seriously, grow up. Because let's just recognize a good movie for a good movie. Yeah. And Ballerina, is it as good as John Wick? No. But it is. It was great. Did you watch Ballerina? It was excellent. And Furiosa is so good. So because of that, and because those alphas are ticking me off, put it in freaking A. Low A.
Low A?
Yes.
Worse than Terminator?
I didn't see it simply because...
Worse than Terminator? Like bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it simply because I had never ventured into the Mad Max world.
No, I just have a lot of feelings towards those people
I'm
that
calling
judge
it
movies
right
that way.
now. Just based on this, I'm calling it right now. The Wheel is going to give us a strong female lead movie.
I hope so.
I wonder how many of those are actually on the Wheel.
I love that.
Fully.
Probably not much from your collection.
Force Awakens.
Misogynistic.
Last Jedi.
The Book of Eli.
High A.
Oh, man. Book of Eli is surprisingly good, but I think it's above 28 years later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, about 28 years later.
Yeah.
Slept on.
Really,
really good book.
Went over
really
a lot
good.
of people's heads.
Yeah.
I don't know this next one. It's a person with a.
It's Waterworld.
Waterworld. Okay, I know this movie is hated by some. Have you seen Waterworld?
No.
Waterworld is so much fun. It's high B for me. Like, what's the highest B we have right now?
Mad Max. OG Mad Max.
I would put it below Beyond the Thunderdome.
Okay, above Snowpiercer.
Yes.
All right.
Dredd.
Dredd.
Carl Urban Dredd.
Okay, there's two Dredds on here.
This is
There
the
is
OG Dredd.
Have you seen any of the Dredd
new
movies?
Dredd.
I've seen New Dredd.
I have not seen Judge Dredd.
Okay, so New Dredd with Carl Urban, so good.
Love me some Carl Urban.
So good.
Love. So excited for for Mortal Kombat.
This
2.
movie is an A movie, and I would venture to even say it is high A.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd with Carl Urban. It
All
is
right.
so much fun.
Super
Better
slept
than
on.
Quiet Place?
I don't know if it's better than Quiet Place.
What's below that?
Better than Mad Max 2?
Yeah.
No.
Better than Book of Eli?
Yes.
I'll give
Yeah.
that to you. I mean, I haven't seen Mad Max 2.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Okay, OG Judge Dredd.
This is
Sylvester
Stallone
Stallone.
Dredd. It is
Yeah.
so cheesy. It's so cheesy, but still, it's fun to watch. So I would put this in the same area that I would have put Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, I will watch it as a
C tier.
let's put it C tier, but high C tier movie.
better than Day After Tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and then the last one is Children of Men.
This is an S tier movie. It's absolutely perfect in every way. This is Alfonso
seen it,
Cuarón.
so.
You got to watch this movie. Alfonso Cuarón. Put that right on that list with those. Some would argue it's better than all of those movies. I would not, because I love those movies so much. But it is easily
So you put a bottom S.
a bottom S. But you could make an argument, that many people say Alfonso Cuarón, who's made incredible movies, this is one of his best of all time. So,
All right.
All right, you want to throw it over to Rob so you can explain the wheel?
hey, so we're going to spin the wheel and get our next movie on here, and hopefully it's the one with a strong female lead. So, drum roll, please.
Give me Lady Bird. Love to talk about Lady Bird. I love Lady
What's
Bird.
next?
No, it's got to be like an action movie.
Yes! Fall Guy. We did this last time, and we spun the wheel the second time, and it gave us Fall Guy. Fall Guy's fun.
that was.
That was Free Guy.
It was another one with a guy.
Fall Guy's great.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Give him a thumbs up.
Yes. It's great. Fall Guy. This will be a fun one.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna be so
great
much
female lead movie.
It does have a good female lead in it. Emily Blunt's great in this movie, but it's not the female lead we were looking for.
Oh, the stunt one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you ever see this one?
Yeah, I did see this. I forgot it was called.
This
much fun.
is the movie that everybody watches and they go, Stunts needs an Oscar category.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Okay,
Alrighty.
close this out.
Thank you guys so very much for watching episode 22 of Pass the Popcorn. Me and Rob greatly appreciate it. Whether you're on Spotify or on YouTube.
I appreciate it too. For
Andrew
that
also
matter.
appreciates it. Whether you're on Spotify or YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, the follow button. Leave us a comment. Daisy, you've been commenting a lot. I need to show you some of Daisy's comments. She's been commenting a lot.
There we go.
And yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Rob?
See you at the movies.